Get it.
Yes!
Get him up out Woke up home run in a 10th inning. Let's go, throw your hats up. What's going on, guys? How y'all doing, man? My name is Larry. What happened to DIXON WAY? My beautiful wife Sean's the other half, and we provide you guys with live commentary on our favorite sports teams. From the Braves, the Hawks, the Falcons, the Dream, the Bulldogs, even my wife Gators. Appreciate you coming through. Hopefully you guys enjoy the commentary, the content. If you do, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Ding, ding, to get all our latest videos. Let's get it. Let's go. All right, Bryce Elder on the bump. Hopefully he has a good outing. That's a ball popped up the money Mike, so that's out number one. That's a good start. Let's continue it. Ball was hit hard though, so we'll see. But Braves trying to stave off the sweep. Good teams don't get swept at home. Good teams don't get swept at home. Plain and simple. Not this late in the season. Maybe some stuff happened, you know, at the beginning of the season when you're trying stuff. Of course, we're hurt, so that's always going to be a thing. But yeah. Excuse me. Thank you, babe. That ball hit right up the middle. And that's a base hit. And Corbin Carrol, the fastest man in baseball, hits on base. That's never good. You got to try to keep that kid off base as best you can. He's definitely a generational talent. Never had any major injury. That used to be Ronald. You know, would get on base and be a terror. All right, here's the one in the pitch. They called that a strike. That was nowhere near the strike zone. We'll take it. Trayvon and Gibby in the building. How y'all doing, man? Appreciate y'all Here's one in the pitch. That's a strike. And that's an easy stolen base. It's hard to get Corbin Carrol. Hey, turn that volume down, son, please. Mm-hmm. All right, 1-1 is the count. Run at second base. But one out. John Higgins, what's up, fam? Welcome back to the stream. I see you. Appreciate you coming through. Yep, today is a double hitter day. We got this game. As soon as this game goes off, the Dream are going to face off against the Fever at 5 o'clock. So, yeah, double hitter. All right, 1-2 is the count. Here's the one in the pitch. That ball bounced up there. I don't think Carrol advanced off that. Kenneth Clark, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, fam. I see you. Appreciate you coming through. That sounds awesome. All right, 2-2 to count. Here's the one in the pitch. That ball fouled off. No, it popped up, and Ronald charging got it. That ball was a little bit too shallow for Corbin Carrol to try to advance over the third base. Here's one in the pitch. That ball popped up. And that should be outside of this inning. Lands underneath it. And that's it. All right, so good. Good inning by Bryce Elder. Love to see it. Now, can the offense come in and get it going? Oh, that's great news, Gibby. Thanks. Raheem Dortch in the building. Go back to the
Sergeant Gibby says, Ketel Mart is back. LOL. Should have won the games he wasn't in.
Yeah. He always plays well against us. No matter, we got up out of there. No harm, no foul. All right, let's go Braves. Drake Baldwin coming up the bat. They just gonna go back and forth. Ronald batting second. See if they can catch fire. Michael Soroka, formerly of the Braves. Glad to see him back healthy. Unfortunately, it's not in the Braves uniform, but the kid has been great since being with the Diamondbacks for the past 2 years. Here's one to pitch. And Drake Baldwin said, I don't care about that. It's up out of here. Off to the chop house. Let's go. Was that a home run, though? No, it wasn't. It was foul. Dang it. A little bit over, and that was... And he almost hit that to the concourse. A foul ball just went foul. Wow. Here's one to pitch. That ball fouled off. Here's the one to pitch. The ball inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that ball fouled off. I don't care what the Philly said. They said that 3 weeks ago when they were 2 games behind us. Here's one to pitch. And that ball weakly hit to the second baseman. He's out. It's out number 1. All right, good at bat. Took 6 pitches. That's a good at bat. Ronald Acuna Jr. coming up the bat. Facing his old teammate. That ball a little bit too low. 1-0 the count. Little slurf. One 0 to count. Here's 1 to pitch. Swing and a miss. 92-mile-per-hour high cheese. Now, before, Mike Soroka used to be able to get that thing up to 96, 97 mile per hour. Here's the one to pitch. But now he has learned how to pitch and know how to pitch better with low velocity. So yeah, I always had that devastating curveball, but he got up to 97. Here's the one to pitch. That ball fouled off. 1-2 is the count. Soroka up to 10 pitches. Here's one to pitch. That ball too high. Good eye by Ronald Acuna Jr. Here's one to pitch. Swing and a miss. Nasty slurve. Strike 3. And Matteo at the bat. Swing and a miss. On 1 to count. Here's the one to pitch. And that ball weakly hit out the middle. Matteo too slow to beat it out. And that's out number 3. All right, so the Braves go down 1, 2, 3. No hits. Arizona got 1 hit. Southside in the building. You can't even watch the game? I try to give more description to you, Southside. Welcome back to the stream. Justin Free, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Also, welcome back to the stream, Natasha. That sounded for you also. Let go. All right, 0-0. Perpetual pitching duel. We're in a perpetual pitching duel. Hey, guys, did you guys see the new Doomsday trailer? Fire. Fire. Look like we're not going to be making no comparisons about can RDJ play a villain? Or is it going to mess up the audience? I don't even be thinking about it until somebody bring it up. I was worried about it too. I was definitely worried about it. Yep, next week versus the Brewers. Yeah. But guys, just look at it like this. Everybody at the top of their division in the National League have been struggling. It's been the teams that's fighting for the wild card that's gotten hot. So our problems is other people's problems. You know? Brewers fans thinking that the world is falling just like us. Strike 3. Let's go. Okay, Bryce, I see you. Go sit down. Chair in the chat.
Go sit down like a man. Go sit down. Hey. Go sit down. Hey. Go sit down. Hey.
Well, we play the Twins, but we play the Brewers next week though. And that ball, fly ball, lazy fly ball to Ronald. That's 2 outs. Okay, Bryce. Here's the one in the pitch. That ball in the dirt. At least his sliders is cutting, unlike Bryce Holmes. Grant Holmes, excuse me. Unlike Grant Holmes. Here's the one in the pitch. That ball on the outside. Just missed. 91-mile-per-hour sinker. 2-0 to count. 2 outs, nobody on. Here comes pitch number 22. Here's the one in the pitch. That ball hit right there to Austin Riley. Got it, and that's out number 3. All right. So Bryce Elder with a clean inning. 1, 2, 3. Lickety split. Love to see it. Let's go. Very encouraging. Very encouraging.
Sergeant Gibby says, Braves' remaining schedule is a gauntlet.
So what? It need to be. Getting ready for the playoffs. You're going to feast on the Marlins and the Nationals of the world. Sink or swim. Let's go. Yes, they have. And today's a new day. And today is a new day. I think the Braves lost the series. But hey, they're still up in the division. And they got some head-to-head with Phillies to put them out of their misery for the division-wise. We got 2 more series with them. If we win 4 out of 6, we kind of put the division away, to be honest. We go 2 out of 3 out of each one. We put the division away. Only thing I say about it, we play the Brewers twice in Milwaukee, and then we come back home for a game, and then we face the Dodgers. So everything's in front of you. You can basically secure the #1 spot by winning both of those series. And Money might pop one up, first pitch, selfishly. And that's out #1. Mike Soroka got 16 pitches, got an out in the second inning already. Here's the one to pitch. Here's the one to pitch. That ball Weekly hit, yes, is playing. I don't understand why we haven't called up Eric Hartman. He has ascended to the #1 talent in our farm league, and he has not been brought up. I don't care if he's in AA. Money Mike was in AA. Drake Baldwin was in AA. Bring the kid up. Let's get rid of these washed up movable parts like Yaz, Jared Kelnick, Tricky Nicky. All these guys that will never survive more than one season. Get them the hell out of here. Bring this young guy up and see what he got. On one account with Ozzie Albies. I'm sick of the musical chairs, man. These dudes are done. They toast, they cooked. They freaking seed. Here's one to pitch. And Ozzie Albies hit one going back right fielder, and that's out. So 21 pitches. Mike Soroka is through 2 innings. We're going to the top half of the 3rd inning. Braves ain't still got a hit. Well, when we went on that hot streak, we brung up those young guys. They kept JJ up here, but sent Hicklin back down. They need to bring up Eric Hartman. Stop playing. Bring up Eric Hartman right now. Stick him in left field and be like, this is your job, kid. He's a great defensive player. He got speed galore and power. You see St. Louis Cardinals brought up their #1 prospect. This dude hit 3 home runs out of 3 at-bats. We need that type of juice. Have people on Twitter tell me, well, he's only in AA, and guess what? He has ascended now. When I was calling for him to come up at Memorial Day, at the end of May, when he wasn't the #1 prospect. Now he is the #1 prospect in the Braves organization. Bring him up. Looks feeble, like Gibby will say. Looks feeble. Here's one to pitch. And that ball stroked in the left field. That's a base hit. Yaz picks it up. I mean, I really don't care about what you spent on money. At least you got the notification with Hassan Kim. Sean Murphy should never look. People that shouldn't touch the field. Sean Murphy, Hassan Kim. And every time Sean Murphy come out there, he just ruin his value, his trade value. Every time Sean Murphy come out there, he ruin his trade value. That's all y'all doing. He got 0 value now. Here's one in the pitch, looking to bunt. Good bunt, got it. Throws to the first base, got him. Yes. Got that leadoff guy. All right, let's go. 1 out. Olson Riley made the correct play that time. Just froze up yesterday. Didn't want to come home even though he had the same play. Monkey business. They're swinging and praying. Welcome back to the stream, fam. I see you. Appreciate you coming through. That sounded for you. Welcome back to the stream. All right, here's the one in the pitch. Yes. All these snit stuff is starting to pop up in Walt Weiss. He wasn't managing like that earlier, but we were doing everything. The players was playing so well, he really didn't have to manage. Not make the hard decisions. Here's one in the pitch. And players around were hitting good enough that we could survive slumping Olson Riley. Survive slumping Ronald Acuna Jr. Can't really survive that now. Here's the one in the, oh no. Bryce Elder steps off the plate, off the mound. That ball fouled off. 1-2 is still the count. Here's one swing at a miss. Go sit down. Good job, Bryce.
Go sit down like a man. Go sit down. Hey. Go sit down. Hey. Go sit down. Hey.
Snit gonna snit. Here's one to pitch that ball outside. 2 outs running at first base. Corbin Carrol up the bat. That strike at the top of the strike zone. Good pitch. It don't look like a dream. All we got to do is win. What, 17 games? That ain't no dream. Here's the one to pitch. Two and two to count. That ball fouled off. Here's the one to pitch. That ball fouled off. Oh man, that's out. So what you're telling me is, Gibby, that we can't win half our games. We're going to go under 500. That's what you're telling me. Here's one to pitch. You believe we're going to go under 500 for the rest of the year? From right now, 90 wins. Ain't no way they don't get 90 wins. Ain't no way. Here's one to pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Let's go. Great job by Bryce Elder. Striking out Corbin Carrol. That's 3 chairs in the chat.
Go sit down. Hey. Go sit down. Hey. Go sit down. Hey.
Well, that's why I said get Corbin Carrol. I don't care about Yas' feelings. I don't care about Mauricio Dubon's feelings. I bring up Hartman and Gill, to be honest. I bring them both up. Bring Hickling back to be the pinch hitter because he's a better hitter than anybody else. Keep Lance Johnson. Okay, that's fine. But me going to get Lance Johnson ain't got nothing to do with bringing up Eric Hartman. Braves pitching has been fine, good enough to win. The Braves bats have gone cold again. That's the problem. We got cereal, no milk. We got peanut butter, no jelly. We got spaghetti with no meat, with no hamburger meat in it. Just got noodles and sauce. You got taco shell with no taco meat. Here's one to pitch. That ball inside. And hey, Big Dom breaks the no-hitter. Let's go, Dom. Good hit. Single in the right field. All right, so the Braves got that first base run. Again, man, at the beginning of the season, everybody was hot. And Dom was like the best hitter in the league. Batting like 400. We knew that wasn't going to last. But guess what we kept doing? We kept kicking him off the we didn't ride that high hand. So eventually it got cold. Ozzie Albies up the bat. Here's the one to pitch. Batting .221 on the season. Got too many guys we rely on. Our supposed 2 best players are Ozzie Albies and Ronald Acuna Jr. are sub-5, 250 hitters. That's not good. Here's the one to pitch. Swing and a miss. Here's one to pitch. That ball fouled off. 91-mile-per-hour sinker. 1-2 is the count. Here comes the slurve. Here comes the slurve, and here comes. Hopefully, he holds off on it. Here's a winding pitch. Oh, that slur was a strike, though. Fouled off. 1-2 is the count. Here comes the slurve away now. The slurve away is coming now. Yep, look how the catcher set it up. Told you. He tried to throw it and sneak it in there for a strike. He said, okay, well, you're swinging at it. Let me throw it a little bit outside. Swing and a miss. Slurve. Look at it. Never had a chance. Swung right through it before it got there. Here's a winding pitch. JJ up the bat. Fouled that off fast. Well, sinker. 92-mile-per-hour sinker.
Sergeant Gibby says, Soroka isn't scared of this lineup.
Hey, let's go. Good job, JJ. Again, one of the young gunners proven valuable. Good job, JJ. JJ been in a huge slump lately, so good to see him get a hit. We got 2 hits in the inning. That's progress. That's right. Don't swing for the fences. Swing for the greenery. All right, here comes Drake Baldwin. Let's go. First pitch swinging, most likely. Here's the one to pitch. No, he didn't. Good eye. 1-0 to count. Ground out in the first inning. Here's the one to pitch. Strike on the changeup, 84-mile-per-hour. All right, 2 balls, 1 strike. Let's go. Here's one to pitch. Drake hits that thing right to right field. Great hit. Runner should be on the corners. Oh, Lonnie coming home. No. Yes, sir, Lonnie. Lonnie made it home. I thought we was going to have bases loaded. Lonnie on his horse. I'm not Lonnie, but Don. Why I want to say Lonnie? My bad. Don Smith. Let's go. Don on his horse getting home. RBI, let's go. Didn't see that. Dom on his horse. Let's go, Dom. Dom on his horse. We got runners on the corners. I thought it was going to be bases loaded. Went out. Let's go. All right, guys, so we scored first. Now let's score often. Great job for Don Smith starting that rally. Here comes Ronald Acuna Jr. Here's a winding pitch. And Ronald wasn't even thinking about swinging. Strike. Stolen base. Let's go. Good stolen base by Drake Baldwin. That caught everybody by surprise, even me. Even the cameraman. 3rd stolen base of the season. 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out. No chance for a double play now. Let's go, Ronald. We need you to become Ronald Acuna Jr. again. Here's the winding pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Oh, tip foul. So he did. 0-2 to count. Slurve time. Slurve time. Slurvy, slurvy, slurve. Here's the one in the pitch. Told you slurve. He did not go. No, he did not. Slurve is the word. 1-2 is a count. Good eye by Ronald Acuna Jr. Here's the one in the pitch. Swing at a miss. Ronald missed. Swings right over the top of the slurve. It was a strike either way. Filthy pitch. And Soroka looking, eyeing Ronald down. Here's a one in the pitch. Swing at a miss. God, I'll be honest, man. I like Mike Soroka more than Fried. When they both was coming up, he was a better pitcher. But once he got injured, he was never the same. Here's the one in the pitch. And the kid done reinvented himself. 0-2 the count. That ball fouled off. Matty O. We need you, Matty O. We need a solid hit right here. Base hit. Gets 2 runners in. We can be up 3-0. A solid single. Get both runners in. It's 2 outs, so nobody should be hesitating when they run. Here's the one in the pitch. That ball popped up. No one should hesitate when they run. Here's the one in the pitch. High fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That miss. The ball way too high. 2-2 to count. Way to fight back by Matt Olson. Here's the one in the pitch. Swing at a miss at a cutter coming in on the hands. Great pitch sequence by Mike Soroka. All right, but Drake Baldwin puts us on the board. Thanks to Dominic Smith hustling. All right. Hey, that's a good start, though. All right, we're going to the top half of the 4th inning. Leading 1-0. I don't know, man. Oh, man. The home run he hit yesterday was on the changeup. He ain't been seeing changeups well, so that's actually a good sign. Smizzy, what's up, fam? Welcome back to the stream. I see you. Wow. Here's a winding pitch. That ball way too low. Two and 0 to count. Here's a winding pitch. Strike. Two balls, one strike. Three balls, one strike. That ball way outside. All right, the dreaded fourth inning. Moreno at the bat. He's 0 for 1. Here's one in the pitch. That ball rocketed. That might be a line drive home run. It is. We're all tied up. That man just hit the ball in. We fly high. No lie. You know it. I mean, just like yesterday, a meatball right down the middle of the plate. No wiggle to it, and he crushed it. He turned on it and sent that thing over to the visitor's bullpen. Strike. What's up, James? How you doing? Appreciate you coming through. That ball hit it Ozzie Albies. I mean, we wouldn't be stressing about one run if our offense would put something together. Still a great outing by Bryce Elder, in my opinion. Offense just need to put it together. Offense need the offense. That's a ball. 2-0 to count. Three 0 to count. Nobody on, one out. Here's the one in the pitch. That's a strike. Hey. Here's the one in the pitch. That ball popped up. Foul ball. What up, Breezy? How you doing, fam? Welcome back to the stream. I see you.
Breezy 1500 says, "What's up, fam?"
One-eye members. That ball hit right out the middle. Gobbled up by Jarvis. And that's out number 2. Way to get out of a 3-1 situation. Here's one in the pitch. Strike. 89 mile per hour sinker at the top half of the strike zone. Nolan Arenado is at the bat. Had a 2 home run night yesterday. Here's one in the pitch. That ball hit right there. Austin Riley got it. Throws from his knees. Got him. Great defensive play. Let's go. Great defensive play by Olson Riley. That's out number 3. All right. So good job by Bryce outside of giving up a home run. Offense is still on y'all. Both teams got 3 hits and 1 score. Wow, man. I don't know what else I can do, man. I will not be getting this 3D though again if we only gonna have like 5 people on here. Nope. Not at all. But I appreciate every last one of you guys that's in here though. The other one's a close game. I mean, it was close because they only scored 1 run. That's not really a lead. I don't know, Gibby. I don't know. But I appreciate every last one of you guys in here, though. Appreciate you. This more like when we first started. Church already out. It's 2 o'clock. Is there football today? I mean, that normally didn't matter. We stayed at like at least 20 to 30, 30 to 40. Really. This year's been lower than last year, actually, for the Braves. Well, I mean, maybe that's it. Nobody in the stands. Ain't nobody trying to be on a Sunday watching this team. I understand. Here's one to pitch. That ball fouled off. Here's one to pitch. That ball inside. Good eye. Money Mike didn't swing. He almost got hit. Yeah, last year we had consistent like 50. Like 40 or 50. That ball hit. Good hit by Money Mike. Let's start it. Let's go. Great job by Money Mike. Money in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Money in the chat. Let's get it. That ball way inside. One of those account. It's Scrimsey of the bat. Again, another bat I would not care to have in this lineup. I just don't care. Here's one to pitch. Looking right at the strike, right down. Excuse me. Right down Cobb Parkway. Scrimsky batting 231, 9 home runs, 34 RBIs with OPS of 710. Here's one to pitch. I ain't never had 500 people, Breezy. I ain't never been no 500 people in the chat. 300 a couple of times. Football's around 150 consistently. Okay, put that on the charger. Get the iPad. We had 500 in the chat. I missed that one. I know we had a couple of huge streams for football though. I mean, that's where we came from, though. You know, that's where we started at. Here's one in the pitch, and that ball, look at throw out, and Money Mike got back. Intentional pitch out. Thought Money Mike was gonna go. Way to get back to first base. Definitely a blessing. That's a blessing for you guys to come in here. For real. Larry, go get it, son. Plug that phone up and go get the iPad. Or don't. Go give it to your mama then. Here's one in the pitch. And Money Mike stole the base. Let's go. He said, Money Mike said, Let's go. Good stolen base. Good stolen base by Money Mike. Mike Soroka got one of the best pickoff moves what he did when he was a Brave. King Phillip in the building. What's up, fam? Welcome back to the stream. I see you. That ball fouled off. Oh, no, it's strikeout. Yes. Man, I needed that breeze. Appreciate you, yes. Mike Soroka up to 53 pitches. Top half of the fifth inning, bottom half of the fifth inning. Ozzie Albies, first pitch swinging, pops it up. Foul territory out. Worst out in baseball. Outside of bunt fouling it for out, that's the absolute worst. All right, here comes Don Smith. And Don started the offense in the last inning. So, come on, Don. Let's see if Don can keep it up. This is one of the players that he really don't have a book on. What's going on, son? What's the matter? Come here. What's going on? Go to mama. Go to mama. What's the matter? Because you had to put up my phone? What's going on? All right. Your mama calling you, son. Go to mama, please. All right? Come here. You know how to open that pad? Maybe you don't know how to open the pad. All right, that ball popped up. And that's going to be shadow out. Yep. Shallow right field out. Corbin Carrol got it. All right. Oh, he couldn't unlock that iPad. Okay. I could have unlocked the iPad for you, son. All right. So, still 1-1 right now. We're going to the top half of the fifth inning. Whew. Morgan Business said a home run coming up. I hope so. I hope so. Yeah. We're not hitting good enough to be full out, I want to be a free swinger. And that's kind of the book on the Braves. The book on the Braves right now, we free swingers. Put something close to the strike zone, they going to swing and get themselves out. They're not going to work the count. And that was one thing that Drake was doing a lot at the beginning of the season. But then he started hitting stuff on the first pitch. Then he got comfortable doing it. Somebody has to be the stabilizing bat in the lineup. You normally need two of those guys in your lineup. All right. Top half of the fifth inning. Bryce Elder back on the bump. And that first pitch is the ball. Yes. Yes, we definitely need to have more patience at the plate. 100%. Here's one the pitch. And the bad thing is that's a ball, 3 balls, no strikes. The bad thing is we're uber aggressive in the first 3 innings, and then we start being patient. So that is the strike. Good pitch, low and inside. That is the pattern. That is the book on the Braves. You can throw them strikes in later innings because they're not going to swing. Here's one to pitch, that ball inside, walk. Walk off 5 pitches. That's the pattern that I've noticed. Braves are uber aggressive at the beginning of the game, and then from the 6th inning on, they start taking pitches. And that's when you can start throwing, nibbling on the outside. They're not even going to swing at it. Or throw it right down the middle. All right, that's a high bunt, and and Bryce Elder got in the way and should have let Austin Riley field that. And that's a base hit. That's why you let Austin Riley field it, pitcher. That's why you peel off, pitcher. Your momentum is going towards third base. The only way to get him is to let Austin Riley try to get him. Because you wasn't going to get him. That's simple baseball. Bryce Elder calls that base hit. Austin Riley got a chance to barehand that and throw him out. All right, 2 runners on, no outs. Here come another bunt, and that's Corbin Carrol. And got to go to first base. Got to. Runners move over. Perfect bunt. That's what happens when you have a fast team. Oh, that one carried up Barbosa. You're right. All right, Perdermo coming up. Another perfect bunt. Moving guys around, small ball. So we kind of did that in the first half of the season, but not really in the second half of the season. Here's the wind the pitch. And that ball hit right there. Go home. He's out. He's out. Let's go. Let's go. Still 1-1. Great play, great choice by Matt Olson. Got him out. Get him up out of here. Get him up out of here. Yeah, now we got to get Carrol out. Great tag by Drake Baldwin, putting his hand over the entire plate. He had no chance to get the plate unless he faked with that hand and reached over and tagged it. And that ball hit the center field. That's out number 3. Yes, sir. Way to get out of that situation. Great defense by Matt Olson. Great pitching by at the end of the inning by Bryce Elder to get up out of that situation. Let's go. Applause in the chat. Great job. Absolutely stellar job by the Braves. Not allowing a run right there with no outs and 2 runners on base. It was a fast inning. And very impactful. In my opinion, that should put a battery in our offense back. That's how you battle out there as a pitcher. That's a tip your cap moment right there. You ain't lying, monkey business. That was the fastest I ever seen him get out of some raindrops. It was some thunderstorm or Tornami was out there, and he survived it with no runs. I was literally thinking in my head, if we survive this with only one run, I'll be happy. If we go down 2-1, I'll be happy. But Braves defense and Bryce Elder had something else to say about that. He's coming back out for another inning. I don't think that's wise. I think we were fortunate to get out of that inning without them scoring a run. I think it should be time for the bullpen, but you know what? Walt Weiss is going to squeeze that lemon. Guys, if you think that Bryce Elder should come in for another inning, put a 1 in chat. If you want to squeeze a lemon. If you want to shake my hand, put a 2 in the chat. What you guys think? Handshaking or lemon squeezing? Breezy said 2, shake my hand.
Breezy 1500 says
2. Tommy John passed away. Oh, that's tough. Here's one to pitch. Strike. Monkey Business says.
Monkey Business 8779 says 2, don't risk it.
That ball hit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Austin Riley. Yes, sir. Austin Riley. Base hit the right field. Solid hit. Let's go. Also, Mike Soroka is known for just getting to the 5th inning and down his pants. He has been better as a Diamondback, but there's a chance he go down his pants. All right, leadoff guy on with no outs. JJ at the bat. Let's go, JJ. Let's get a 2-hit game. He's 1 for 1 already. Here's the 1 to pitch. Fouled off. On 1 to count. Opportunity for the top half of the lineup to do some damage since we got a run on already. Here's the 1 to pitch. That ball way inside. Good defense by the catcher, saving that. That was going towards a backstop. One and 1 is the count. Pickoff move. Austin Riley back easily. What it was the count. That's 1. Austin Riley ain't still no base.
Monkey Business
He's barely off the
8779
pass.
says Phillies losing, our time is now.
That's right. Let's go. Exactly. Philly's talking about they come for the #1 spot. You say oh you want to. You had a chance. You down 2 games. I ain't worried about the Phillies. Here's 1 to pitch. And JJ hit that ball. Solid hit. Great hit and run situation also. Also Riley. I don't know if he was trying to go or not. It felt like a hit and run situation though. He was going. He was going. That's why we didn't have a double play. All right, run advance. All right, shout out to Walt Weiss with that hit and run.
Sergeant
Shout out to
Gibby
Walt
says
Weiss.
At least he moved runner over.
He did, and that was Walt Weiss calling it. But that would have been a double play if we didn't call a hit and run. Here's 1 to pitch. That's a strike at the top of the strike zone. Drake looking at it. And what did I say, guys? We free swing in the first 3 or 4 innings. And once we get to the 5th or 6th inning, we start taking pitches. It is literally our pattern. Drake and Ronald do it. Here's 1 to pitch. especially if they don't get no hits earlier. I'm surprised Drake doing it since he already got a hit early in the game. He's 1 for 2 for today. Let's get 2 for 3. Here's the one to pitch. That ball inside, good eye. 2-1 to count. Again, like I said, Mike Soroka, 5th inning. It definitely can happen. Mike Soroka used to be a 7-inning horse. Here's the one to pitch. And that ball weakly hit to the shortstop, but it advanced the runner, though. Runner advances. All right, now we need a solid base hit now by Matty O, who's been whiffing and ain't seeing the ball right today. Let's see if Matty O can come up and get this ball across.
There's 1-7 with RISP.
That's all right. We move the runner over. Now it's up to Matty O. Oh, no, it's Ronald. My bad. It's Ronald. Come on, Ronald. Ronald with 2 strikeouts today. He's definitely been off balance. Here's a wind in the pitch. Ronald rips that thing to left field. That's going to be a double. Let's go.
Monkey
and the Braves got the lead. Let's go. MVP's in the chat.
Remember Ian Anderson, he was a beast in the World Series.
Yep, but Ian Anderson.
Sergeant Gibby says.
Yeah, that was a one-hit wonder. He only had one good season.
Breezy 1500 says. MVP. Sergeant Gibby says.
MVP, let's go.
Raheem Dortch
what a hit.
5850 says.
RBI double.
MVP. Monkey Business
That's
87.
what we need, man. We need Ronald to become Ronald.
MVP.
Raheem Dortch, welcome back. All right, now here comes this year's MVP. Matty O. Let's go, Matty O. Come on. One over the count. Ronald still putting on his slide sleeve.
Sergeant Gibby says.
Here's the wind to
Ian
pitch.
Anderson was good in 2021 because barely anyone saw him and his windup was confusing. After that they just fouled his stuff off and he had 70 pitches before the 4th inning.
Correct, Gibby. Absolutely correct. And he was easy to steal off because his elongated stretch. Because his elongated stretch. That definitely was the definition of a one-year wonder pitcher.
Raheem Dortch 5850 has
Appreciate
donated
you,
10
Raheem.
jewels and says sent gold coin for 10 jewels.
Thank you for that gold coin. Thank you for your generosity, Raheem. Appreciate you, fam. Welcome back to the stream. Matty O got the most extra base hits in the major leagues. 2-0 to count. Here's the wind and pitch.
Says,
that ball too low.
W. Raheem.
Yep. 3-0 to count.
Sergeant Gibby says. I'll still appreciate him for 2021. Without him the Braves don't make the playoffs. They only had 2 pitchers, Fried and Morton.
Yeah, exactly. And walk it out. Let's go. Walk it out emoji.
Now walk it out. 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 Now walk it out.
Sergeant Gibby says.
And Ronald Steels.
Time to shine.
Ronald Steels almost slides off the base. Double steal, let's go. Double steal, let's go. Ronald stole that easily.
Breezy 1500
Ronald does
says,
not know how to slide with his feet. He does not know how to slide feet first. All right, let's go. Come on. Got 2 runners in scoring position. Let's go, Money Mike. Here's the wind to pitch. That's fouled off. Good hack at it. The third baseman is up close. Money Mike ain't button. You gotta worry about that. 308.
Larry
We're running the scoring position.
Says, good evening, Larry.
What's up, T. Terry? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. That ball way too high. Good eye. 2-1 count. Let's go, Money Mike. I told y'all what I said at the beginning of this inning. I said it's the 5th inning. Mike Soroka can, wet the bed. Or poop it down his leg. Here's the one to pitch. Nope. He didn't get it, sir. You're going to lose that challenge. It was a good challenge. It missed by a millimeter. It definitely missed by a millimeter. It missed by a millimeter. Sheesh. Yep. Goodness gracious. Let's go. Here's one to pitch. Money Mike weakly hits that to the first baseman. He's going to be out. Oh, almost. Money Mike almost beat Soroka by half a step. We're going to review it. All right. Great hustle down the line by Money Mike, though. Almost beating the pitcher.
Sergeant Gibby says, stranded more runners, you know what's coming.
We got the lead, though. We got the lead, and we're going to the 6th inning. So technically, Bryce Elder ain't got to come back in. We can go Dodd, Ditter, Lee, and then Iggy. Just in that order. Great job by Ronald
Sergeant Gibby
coming
says,
through with 2 outs.
Not a comfortable lead. We only needed 1 hit 2 times in this game to be up by 2 or more runs.
I know that, Gibby, but guess what? Normally, we don't even get that 2-out hit to score the run that Ronald did. I choose to look at the positives. When it's 2 outs, somebody come up, usually that's a weakly hit to the shortstop. Out or popped up. So at least we score with 2 outs. That's progress. Is it not? Now, of course, I would have loved to have somebody get a hit while we only got 1 out. Yeah. But so was not the case. So I'm taking all the little victories right now. I'm taking those little victories, I'm balling them up, and I'm putting them in my pocket. The Braves are 25th, and the Arizona Diamondbacks are 29th in challenges. Here's the one to pitch.
Sergeant Gibby says, here comes Elder.
Oh, wow. Surprise. All right, 0-1 count. I mean, he got 65 pitches. Here's one to pitch. That ball fouled off. On 2 to count. Let's go. I would have sworn that either Ditter or Dylan Dodd would have came in, depending on what side of the plate the batter was on. On 2 to count. Let's go, man. Let's go. Here's the one to pitch. Swing at a miss. Bryce Elder with the strikeout. Okay, Bryce got a new little jump. Okay. What's that? 4 strikeouts? Let's go. 4 chances to check. Got a little boost from the offense. Got a little better in his back. Let's go. I like that. 4 chairs in the chat for Bryce Elder for those strikeouts. Here's one to pitch. Strike on the outside. Bryce looking crispy. All right, 6 to 8 pitches too. In a 6th inning. That's excellent. Here's one to pitch. 1-1 is the count. And here's the one to pitch. That ball fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bryce Elder ahead of Marte right now. Marte 0 for 2. Let's make that 0 for 3, please. Here's one to pitch. Ball in the dirt. Yeah, that slider slid a little bit too far. Nice ideal, though. I see his thought process on that. I see his thought process. Look at that lady waving at the camera. Wow. That was funny. She was like, hi. Here's one to hit. Swing and a miss. Bryce Elder. Respect your elders today. Again, this is a magnificent pitching outing by Bryce Elder. Our offense needs to get warmed up and give him more run support. We shouldn't have to try to win 2-1 or 3-2 all the dang on time lately. Here's one to pitch. That ball missed.
John Corndog says, "Oh hi, friends."
What's up, John?
2001
How you doing? Welcome to the
Southside
stream. I see you.
B7E says, "How many outs?"
2 outs. 2 outs. Fouled off. Well, it's 2 outs. 1-1 is the count right now. Boy, that umpire jacked, ain't he? He like John Cena daddy, don't he? Look at him. That dude could pass as John Cena older brother. All right, that ball popped up to left field. Bryce Elder is making a bid to go into the 7th inning as the pitcher. That was clean. That was
Sergeant
clean.
Gibby says, "Elder's going another inning."
Yeah, how he went like that, ain't no way Walt Weiss would take him out.
Sergeant Gibby says, "Now go get him another run."
Please get him another run. Please, pretty please, with sugar on top. Now I got the hiccups. Goodness gracious. Thank all you guys coming in. My name is Larry, one half of the DIXON Way. My beautiful wife, Sean, is the other half. We provide you guys with live commentary, all our favorite sports teams. From the Braves, the Hawks, the Falcons, the Dream, the Bulldogs, even my wife, Gators. That was a good hiccup right there. Guys, we got the Dream versus the Fever in our second game, our double header today. Hopefully you join us for both.
Breezy 1500 has
Appreciate you,
donated 10
Breezy.
jewels and says sent gold coin for 10 jewels.
Appreciate you, fam. Here's the one to pitch. That ball rocketed at the first baseman, but Hey, foot race, foot race. Oh, man. And Yaz got beat out by the first baseman. Good effort. Mike Soroka was not covering. Very not like Mike Soroka to just sit there and look. Just beat him. Beat him by half a step. Here's the one in the pitch. That ball goes to the backstop. No harm, no foul. Ain't nobody on base. And Soroka fastball is up to 89 mile per hour. Yeah. That velocity done went down 4.
Soroka into the 6th. Who could have saw that coming?
I didn't see it coming. That's what I'm saying, man. I tell you, like, he used to be a 7-inning machine. Mike Soroka used to be a 7-inning machine. If he didn't go 7, you'd be like, what's going on? And that ball popped up center field. That's out on the 3rd pitch.
Sergeant Gibby says, in the last week the Braves have allowed every starter to go 6 or more innings.
Oh, well. It be like that sometimes. Well, no, they about to take him out now. They about to take him out now. So he didn't go 6. He didn't go 6. He went 5 2/3. So now, oh, so we do have scouting reports. I'll just play it, man.
Sergeant Gibby says, the streak has ended.
There you go. I think he could have made the streak, but whatever. Glad they took him out. I thank all you guys are coming through. Braves are leading right now by the slimmest of margins, but they're winning 2-1. We're in the bottom half of the 6th inning. 2 outs. Ozzie Albies just popped up. Big Dom coming up. And the key to our offense early in the season, the back half of our lineup was hitting amazing. But that's when they had Money Mike back there, Dom. Who else? Who else was back there early in the season? It wasn't Yaz, because Yaz
John Corn Dog
been hitting
says,
bad.
I needs me
season.
some cool emojis.
Need some cool emojis? You become a member? Yeah, there you go. You, John Corn, a new member. Let's go. Let's give him that member train. Let's go. Appreciate you becoming a member, man. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Here's one to pitch. Strike. 0-1 is the count. Here's one to pitch. That ball fouled off. Quickly in the hole is Dominique Smith, a.k.a. Dom, a.k.a. Too Fast, Too Furious. 1 for 2 for today. He definitely got the offense kicked off. And his hustle getting the home plate scored our initial run. Here's one to pitch. That ball too low. Good eye. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's going to elevate that changeup, in my opinion. Try to throw it for a strike. Same location. Or you could go for high heat outside. Nope, he threw it outside changeup. Good eye. 2-2 to count. Good eye by Dom. Let's go, Dom. Big Dom. Here's the one in the pitch. Dom straight down Peachtree. Fouled it off. Here's the one in the pitch.
I am Ken Ross
swing and a
says,
miss.
hey DIXON Way, let's get this one at least.
What's up, Ken Ross? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. I see you. Appreciate you coming through. That sound there for you. Welcome back to the stream, fam. That's the end of 6. All right, we're going to the top half of the 7th inning. Braves on top 2-1. Narrowest of leads, but hey, I'll take it. Better than losing. Better than panicking.
John Corn
Oh my
Dog
God,
says,
we're losing. No.
wow, I am Ken Ross, what's happening, man?
All right, man. So, will Bryce Elder come back out, guys? If you think Bryce Elder coming back out, put a 1 in the chat. If you think Dylan Dodd coming out, put a 2 in the chat. Right now, it's saying Bryce Elder, but what do you want to happen? Do you want Bryce Elder to come back, or do you want them to squeeze that lemon and bring out and shake his hand and bring out a reliever?
Sergeant Gibby says, 1.
1. All right.
John Corn Dog says, 1, please. Breezy 1500 says, 1.
I did her in there.
I am Ken Ross says, 2.
Ditter's in there. Here's one in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Check swing. He went around. Strike 1. All right, let's go. Ditter. Dylan Lee.
Sergeant Gibby says, it's Didier, it's not Elder.
Yep, it's Ditter. Let's go, Ditter. Here's the one in the pitch. That ball outside. Now, he has not hit the strike zone yet.
I am Ken Ross says, John Corn Dog just busy these days. School is back, so got more time to watch the last third of the season.
Here's the one in the pitch. That ball, he ain't hit the strike zone yet. 2-1 to count.
John Corn Dog says, hard pitch count, I guess. He could have gone deeper.
Here's the one in the pitch. Still ain't hit the strike zone. 3-1 to count. Come on, Ditter. Come on, Ditter. Wake up. Here's the one in the pitch. Oh, that's a home run. Oh, no, it's not. It's all. Oh, yes, it is. Wow. A line drive. We're all tied up. Vargas with the line drive home run. He was just trying to hit the strike zone. He did. And Vargas took care of it.
Sergeant Gibby
and that's
says,
2 home runs for Vargas.
we're tied.
And that's 2 home runs for Vargas as he does his ball and free throw jumper. And it's 2-2. Just like that. Every time we get a lead, the top half of the inning, the Diamondbacks tied up. That was
Monkey
screaming.
Business
Line drive.
8779 says, of course.
Here's the one in the
Sergeant
pitch.
Gibby says, like I said, should have added on.
Womp womp. Here's a winding pitch. Check swing. He went. Okay, so the sideline, we ain't had to challenge it because he said it was a strike. Let's go. 1-1 is the count. First base umpire said it was a strike. Here's the winding pitch. That ball fouled off. 0-2 to count. Oh, still 0-2, my bad. So it was 0-2 to count. Let's go. Let's go. Tim Tawa. Here's the winding pitch. Swing at him, miss. Get him up out of here. Go sit down. All right, that's first out.
Terry013 says, Larry, are you doing the dream game this evening?
Yes, I am, Terry. Yes, I am. It's a double hitter Sunday. Here's winding pitch. Swing at him, miss. Nice slider, 84 mile per hour. At least it wasn't hanging across the plate. Love to see that. Here's a winding pitch. I'm only human, a flesh and blood, a man. Human, born to make mistakes. Here's a winding pitch. That ball on the outside. Strike. Should have challenged it. Ha ha. He thought about it. 1-2 is the count. Here's a winding pitch. That ball way outside. 2-2 to count. What is that? What is that orange doing there? What are those other mascots doing? Here's a winding pitch. And JJ backhands it. Throws across the diamond. Got him out. 2 outs. All right, Julius is what? A penguin? Freddie Falcon there. And Blooper. The best mascot in all of sports. Him and Gritty. They got a gopher coming. What is going on? Oh man, get that whack. Get Buzz out. That's a whack mascot right there. That mascot whack. Here's the winding pitch. Swing at a miss. 1-1 is the count. That's a strike at the knees. Good pitch. All right, so it looked like Ditter done calmed himself down after throwing that meatball
Monkey
across the
Business
plate.
8779 says, trying anything to get a win, I guess, LOL.
Hey, we ain't trying to do this beer. What that thing named? Fuzzy? Fuzzy the Peach? Julius the Penguin? That's a gopher? Chopper the Gopher? Is that for the stripers? Here's a winding pitch. Yo, what? Yo, hold on, man. Why does Fuzzy got black on? Hey, man. He got his hat cocked to the side. All right, what? Freddie hitting on women. What is going on? Swing and a miss. Let's go, dinner. Get him up out of here. Go sit down.
Go sit down like a man. Go sit down. Hey. Go sit down. Hey. Go sit down. Hey.
Freddie up there trying to get a number.
Sergeant Gibby says, "Gotta retake the lead now."
Yeah, we gotta take the lead. Let's go. All right, guys, we're going to the 7th inning stretch. Y'all know what time it is, man. Help me sing, take me out to the ball game. Breezy, shut up. Don't you say it, Breezy. It's Sunday, so you know what time it is. All right. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some
peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't know if I ever come back.
Cause it's root for
The Bravos. If they don't win, it's a shame.
Cause it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, they're out in the old ball game. Play ball. It's a remix, baby. All right. All right, go. So it's 2-2. We're going to the bottom half of the 7th inning. All tied up. Pitching duel. What we gonna do? Barbecue or mildew? I need to hear it in the chat. Barbecue or mildew? What we gonna do, guys? Where's your faith at?
Sergeant Gibby says, "Mildew."
Oh, come on, Gibby. Come on. Blooper does not agree with you. Blooper does not agree with you.
Breezy 1500 says, "The best mascot ever in baseball was Chief Noca Homa Barbecue."
Nah, the best mascot in baseball is Blooper.
Monkey Business 8779 says, "I knew Gibby was going to say mildew."
Me too. Let's go. Come on, offense. I got this tomahawk right to the left of this stage. You see this stage? There's a mini store right there. I got this tomahawk right there. Let's go. Ugh.
Monkey Business 8779 says, "Gibby reminds me of my dad, always seeing the negative side of things."
Austin Riley having a good day. 1 for 2. Let's go, Austin. Here's one to pitch. Foul that off. All right, 1-1 is the count. One and one is the count. Let's go. Here's the one to pitch. The ball a little bit low and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Promo code Alumnus says, "Go Braves."
What's up, Promo? How you doing? Welcome back to the show. Here's one to pitch. Austin Riley missed that 89-mile-per-hour slider right down Cobb Parkway. Got to connect on those. Dylan Lee about to come up in the 8th inning.
Sergeant Gibby
Here's
says,
the one to pitch.
Clark
Austin
is
Riley
still out
rips
there.
that
That's
down the
surprising.
line. Let's go. Woo! That's a stand-up double. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, Olson. Yes. Rip that thing down the third base line. Yes, sir. No doubter. Shoryuken. All right, JJ coming up. Bunt. Great bunt. Runner advances. Yes, JJ. Yes, all we need is sacrifice fly right now. Drake Baldwin, all we need is a sacrifice fly. That's all we need. That's a sacrifice fly. Great bunt by JJ. Yes. All right. Clark up out of there. And just like Gibby said, I'm surprised Clark's still out there. He ain't no more. We got a righty coming in for or is it no, he got a lefty probably coming in for Drake Baldwin. Let's go, Rake.
Promo code Alumnus says, Clark Rip just got back from grandfather's funeral. Promo code Alumnus says,
Oh goodness, man.
That's my last name.
Condolences on Promo. Prayer emojis in the chat for Promo, man, and his family. Yeah, appreciate that, Gibby.
Promo code Alumnus says, Clark will win today, it must be.
Appreciate that, Breezy. Here's a one to pitch. That's a ball. Dare you to challenge it. Ball low and outside. Sweeper. 1-0 to count. Yeah, they brought the lefty in. Here's the one to pitch. Sweeper again. Good eye by Drake. Not falling for it.
Promo code Alumnus says, thank y'all.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome. Here's the one to pitch. 3-0 to count. Let's go. Let's go. I'll take a walk. I'll take a walk. Here's the one to pitch. Strike. Way to take it. That's all right. Make him prove he can throw it across the plate. Nope. Did he go? No, sir. Walk it out. Let's go. Drake Baldwin with inducing the walk.
Now walk it out. 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 Now walk it out.
Sergeant Gibby says, Acuna needs to go 450.
I would love that. Hit it up against the brick wall over the Chattahoochee Falls. All right, Ronald in there.
Sergeant Gibby says, he'll tell you one thing he can't do here.
Here's the one in the pitch, and that ball almost hit him. Way to dodge it by Ronald. Might have wanted to take it, though. You got all that padding. You like Iron Man up there. You're looking like Iron Man up there. Ronald did a split. One of those count. That ball outside. That's a strike. That's a good challenge. All right, so it's going to be 1-1. 1-1 is the count. Perfect pitch. Here's the one in the pitch.
Sergeant Gibby says, sack fly here minimum.
I would love a sacrifice fly right here. I would absolutely adore it. Here's a one in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. We don't always get what we want.
Sergeant Gibby says, we're about to strand more runners.
Let's go, Matteo. 0 for 2. Let's go. Let's go, Matteo. You definitely do.
2001 Southside V7E says,
Matteo at the plate.
Who's at the plate?
Ball 1. Sweeper way outside. Good eye.
Monkey Business
got runners on the
8779 says, stinky offense.
Yeah, it's kind of stinky. That's all right. Matteo can hit a 3-run shot right here. Here's a winding pitch. That's a ball. 2-0 to count. Let's go. 2 outs. Let's go. Matteo, you got this. Here's a winding pitch. 3-0 to count. Let's go, Matteo. You got this. Let's get bases loaded. For Money Mike, let's go. Come on. Here's the winding pitch. Matteo got a hold of one. It's going back. Smoke that thing, what I tell you. Straight away, stop playing with the MVP. MVP's in the chat. Chops in the chat. What I say? 3-run shot. Stop playing. MVP's in the chat, man. Stop playing with me. Told you he was due. Told you he was due. Let's go.
Says, MVP.
That's
Sergeant
what I'm talking
Gibby
about,
says,
Matty-O.
MVP. Milk
Yeah.
YT says,
Yeah.
MVP. Monkey Business 8779 says, MVP.
MVP's in the
Promo
chat.
code
Let's
Alumna
go, man.
says, God bless.
All right. 0-1 to count.
2001 Southside V7E says, Larry called it LOL.
Swing
I
and a
am in
miss.
Ross
0-2
says,
to count.
MVP. 2001 Southside V7E says. MVP. John Corndog says. Put a cape on that superhero.
You ain't lying, John. You ain't lying. Let's go. On to the count with Money Mike. Here's a wind the pitch. Ball way outside. 1-2 is the count. That's what you do on a 3-0 count. That's what you do. You smack the heck out the ball. Let's go. Here's a wind the pitch. Swing and a miss. Money Mike swings through that sweeper. But guess what? That's the end of the 7th inning, and we up 5-2. Yeah. Dylan Lee coming in. Hey, I know monkey business, but guess what? That was clutch. Hit that thing into the parking lot. Let's go. Let's go, Matty O. Let's go. Okay. Let's go. Woo. Yeah, we are a home run hitting team, Southside, 100%. We're going to the top half of the 8th inning, up 5-2. Finally got a little comfortability. Not that much, but at least we can unclench our shoulder blades. As the Braves are trying to stave off this sweep, the Phillies are losing. Okay. There you go. Let me go up to the scoreboard. Where is it? Yeah, they losing 5-0. Phillies are losing 5-0 right now in Minnesota. Love to see it. Appreciate you, Twins. Tormentor of my childhood. Tormentor of my teens. No, I get it, Southside. Yeah. We're not a small ball team. Hell, just like the Diamondbacks, they're a small ball team. They got hella speed. They got hella speed. Ella, hey. Strike. Good pitch. 1-1 is the count. Dylan Lee on the bump. Oh, that's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Fouled off. Here's one in the pitch. Swing at a miss. Let's go. Tip foul into the glove. Strike 3. Let's go. Go sit down. Dylan Lee with his first strike.
Go sit down like a man. Go sit down. Hey. Go sit down. Hey. Go sit down. Hey.
Bats definitely finally showed up, Ken Ross. Excellent point. Let's go. Let go. Here's one in the pitch. That's a strike. Here's one in the pitch. That ball popped up. And who's underneath for Ronald? Number 2. Braves got a 99.6% chance of making the playoffs. Those are the cold hard facts. Post All-Star break. Here's the one in the pitch. Strike. Wasn't a strike, but I'll take it. And guys, FYI, we do have the Dream versus the Fever at 5 o'clock. It's the showcase game today. So another nationally televised game. Got to win this so we can win the series and win the tiebreaker with the Fever going into the playoffs. Here's one in the pit. Swing got a mess. Helmet flew off. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Dylan Lee. Have them look at Icky Baluki out here. Here's the one in the pitch. That ball fouled off. 94 mile per hour, 14 fastball on the outside. Would have been a strike if he stood there and looked at it. Dylan Lee only got 11 pitches. 2 outs, nobody on. 1 and 2 is a count. Dylan Lee staring in. Moreno staring back. He's set. Here's the one in the pitch. Ooh, that was low. Trying to get him to swing over the top of it, chopping in the ground. 2 and 2 to count. Dylan Lee said, "You gonna watch that? Okay, I'm gonna raise it up a little bit and strike you out since you want to watch stuff." Here's the one in the pitch. Oh, he elevated fastball. 95 mile per hour, 2 and 2 to count. Fouled it off. All right, here come that slider. So I ain't gonna throw it back to back, but I am gonna throw it. Don't throw it for a strike this time. If you're gonna watch it, watch me strike you out. Here's the one in the pitch. Threw it off the plate though. He still swung at it. Change up. 2 and 2 to count. Here's the one in the pitch. Swing at him, Miss Dylan Lee said, "Get up out of here, man. Go sit down."
Go sit down like a man. Go sit down.
2 chairs in the chat for Dylan Lee.
Go sit down.
Let's Gizzo for sure. Braves. 2 chairs in the chat, please. All right, man. So the Braves looking good right now, 5-2. Going to the bottom half of the 8th inning with the lead. Let's get a little bit more insurance. Maybe Iggy don't even need to come out. How about that? How about them apples? Next up on the Atlanta Braves schedule is of the following. Minnesota Twins, who are beating the Phillies. That's not going to be easy. They're fighting for their playoff lives also. Minnesota Twins, then 1 game with the White Sox, who are fighting for their playoff lives. Then 3 with Milwaukee. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we will have all 3 games. We will not. Yeah, we won't be doing the Braves game. I mean the Falcon game, because it comes on at 1 o'clock. Milwaukee game comes on at 4. That's kind of cutting it close. No, it comes on at 2, excuse me. One of those we're not doing. But we're doing all the Milwaukee games. That series is too important to the Braves for a preseason game. Actually, it's Saturday, I think. Yeah, that's what it is. Falcons start at 1 o'clock. Milwaukee start at 2 o'clock. And it's Mizorowski versus Perez. So we won't be doing the last preseason game, guys. Here's the one to pitch. It's scary playing a team who has nothing to lose. That is true, monkey business. They got a lot to lose, though. They fight. They're in the last wild card spot. Here's the one to pitch. And that ball right down the line, but foul ball, yes. Carrillo in the game. Or is it Cirillo? Is it Cirillo or Carrillo? All right, 1-1 is the count. Here's the one in the pitch. And that ball hit down the line, but caught. Great defense by Tawa. Caught right on the line. Good job. Breezy, we started with the Falcons. What are you talking about? Here's the one in the pitch. That ball hit the backstop. One of those account. Ozzie Albies up the bat. He's over 3. He's definitely due for at least a base hit. I would be greedy to say a double, but at least a single. Here's the one to pitch that ball outside. Breezy said, you know what I'm talking about.
Breezy 1500
No,
says,
I don't.
You know what I'm talking about.
I mean, man, look, man, it is what it is. We're going to watch it unfold. Here's the one to pitch. Strike at the bottom of the strike zone. Good pitch. Perfect pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the one in the pitch. That ball outside. 3-1 to count. Let's go. Good out by Ozzie. Oh, he can induce a walk. I'll take that too. I'll take that too. Here's one to pitch. And walk it out. Let's go.
Walk it out. No, I walk it out. Now 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 walk it out.
John Corndog says, yeah, not too bad to look like JV in a preseason game, though.
I know. I'm not crashing out over one preseason game, guys. I'm not. Oh my goodness, Breezy said, I bought tickets. Oh my goodness, Breezy. Here's the one to pitch. And Dom hit that thing. That's going to be a double play. That's one. No, it's not. Dom has been hustling. Dom has been hustling. Hustling. Fielder's choice. Oh, it wasn't nobody covering. The pitcher didn't cover. Pitcher didn't cover. That made it easy. But I think Dom would have beat it anyway. All right, here's one to pitch. One of those count. And also Riley popped that up center field. That's going to be out number 3. Left center. All right, let's go. Southside, and I 100% agree with you on that, sir. Denver is an AFC contender to go to the Super Bowl. They got the best defense or the second best defense in all of the NFL. Their backups, they drafted well for defense. Their backups are going to be better than a lot of our starters. That's just what it is. And Sean Payton coming in here, it don't matter if it's a preseason or not. Sean Payton never won lose to the Falcons. Ever. So, yeah, I'm not stressing about that game. If we look like that against the Steelers, then me and Freddie Falcon might have a discussion. We might have a talking to. Ain't that right, Freddie? Freddie looking like it ain't my fault. Breezy is upset that he bought season tickets. Well, not season ticket, but he got a three game package. So that's season tickets. 3-game package is season tickets. It's just for 3 games. Strike. On 1 account. Here's the 1 pitch. 1-1 is the count. Iggy in the game. Forearm sweating like Popeye. Here's the 1 pitch. 2-1 count. That ball nowhere near the strike zone. Martella up the bat. All right, let's get this first out is very important. Getting this first out is very important. Here's the 1 pitch. 3-1 count. Let me strike. Let me put on the unrally cap. How about that? Oh, no. Unrally cap. Here's the 1 pitch. That's a strike. Nope. Ball 3. Unrally caps in the chat, please. Let's go. Need a double play. Max Kepler at the bat. Batting 209. Here's 1 pitch. Strike. Swing at a miss. I think so, T. Terry. He got a chance to get 50. I don't think the Braves have ever had outside. I don't think the Braves ever had a guy that's had 250 home run seasons. Chipper hasn't. That's without even looking it up. I don't think we had a guy that had multiple 50 home run seasons. And that's a base hit. All right, 2 runners on with no outs. Can I see some unrally caps in the chat, please? And here we go. Here we freaking go. This guy batting 209 got a solid base hit. Well, damn. Vargas, who got a solo shot already. Here's 1 pitch. Strike at the knees. Thank you, Breezy. We need that unrally cap energy right now. That definitely was a strike. You lost your challenges. That's it. Clear strike. All of the plate. The entire ball was in the strike zone. Good job. Pop it up. Good job, Larry. And caught. Caught by Yaz. All right, go in there with Mama, please. Thank you. Strike right down the middle. Ooh, that was a meatball. Glad he ain't swing at it. Now that's true, Southside. They ain't a lie. Swing and a miss. But guess what? We get a double play here. We up out of this game. He get up to 14 pitches, 0-2 to count. Here's a winding pitch. Throwing that ball low, trying to induce a ground ball double. Ground ball double play. 1-2 is the count. Here's a winding pitch. Threw a meatball, but guess what? It's going to move the runner over, but it's 2 outs. Runner did not move. What happened? What happened? That's 2 outs. What are we doing? No way. No way they took that back. They called a balk? Yay. A balk? A balk? A balk? Exactly, Gibby. You can't call it after the. You can't call it after they done caught the ball. That is ridiculous. You called a balk right away. What? No, man, that's bogus. The ball was already called. He gonna run out there and say, no, my bad, balk. What? Here's one to pitch. That ball low and outside. Yeah. Time run at the plate, man. Nothing. Unrally cap can't stop the umpire. Here's the one to pitch. 3-2 to count. Iggy's all messed up in the head now.
Sergeant Gibby says, umps hate us.
Fouled off. One pitch away of having bases loaded with 1 out. This is ridiculous, man. And that ball hit right up the middle. Backhand. Throw it. A runner would score, but we get the out. We got runners on the corners. Great defense by Ozzie Albies. Great defense by Ozzie Albies. All right, it's 3-5. 3-5. Let's go. We got this, John. We got it. Don't worry. John, we got this.
John Corndog says, oh, no. Not like this.
Umpire is trying to give them any kind of way. This is ridiculous, man. Here's the one in the pitch. Yep, that would have been the double play right there. You're absolutely right, Gibby.
Sergeant
Hit it right
Gibby
there.
says.
It would have been double
That
play.
should have
Game
been
over.
a game-ending DP, stupid umps.
Or it wouldn't even took a DP. That should be out number 3. And that is popped up. That's out number 3. Let's go, man. Dubs in the chat. Let's go. Dubs in the chat. Dubs in the chat. Let's go.
John Corndog says. Wee-oh. Sergeant Gibby says. W.
Dubs in the cat. W
Leva
for
Creek
you.
Music 7058 says.
Levi.
W. John Corndog says. W. 2001 Southside V7E says.
Dubs. Let's go. Big dubs.
Monkey Business 8779 says. Umps destroying baseball, get AI already.
No monkey business.
Breezy 1500 says. DW.
They just need to get their stuff together. We have AI umps. That's the end. That's the start of the apocalypse. That's the start of apocalypse.
Monkey Business 8779 says. W.
First the umps. Well, no. First whammos.
I am Ken Ross says. W.
First the whammos.
Sergeant Gibby
Then
says.
umps.
We have been screwed over
Then
by the
apocalypse.
umpires so much in the last 2 weeks. 2001 Southside V7E says. Robot umps will be terrible.
No, it's just gonna be the tide of
John
the sign.
Corndog says. AI umps equals 100 Angel Hernandez.
No, they're gonna be accurate. What I'm telling you is, I watched the
Breezy
animatrix.
1500 says. AI can't take over the world.
Yes, they can. Yes, they can, Breezy.
Breezy 1500 says. We need our jobs.
Huh. Yeah, exactly. Don't worry about the job. That ain't what you gotta worry about.
Terry 013 says. W.
All right, so the Braves win. Great win by the Braves, 5-3. Way to salvage for not getting sweep. We got one dub. We trying to get double dubs today, guys. As the Dream take on the Fever in an offensive battle, offense versus defense. Polar opposite.
Terry
Who will win?
013 says. Let's go Dream.
That's right. All right, guys, I'm going to get off quick because I'm going to try to get a little bit of food. We got a game in less than an hour coming up. So, yeah. Well, great job. Matty O is
John
the player of the
Corndog
game.
says. I am an AI engineer. About 5 times a day, I tell my agent, no, you got that all wrong. Kevin Ortiz PH7GV says. Next up, Minnesota Twins.
Yep, next up, Minnesota Twins. Then one stint with the Chicago White Sox. And then the Milwaukee Brewers, guys. Yeah. All right, so I'm about to get up out of here, man. Great win by the Atlanta Braves. Let's start another win streak.
I am
Excuse
Ken
me.
Ross says. Saved off embarrassment but still embarrassing.
No. We got it back. Good teams don't get swept at home in the stretch run. And that's what we did. We didn't get swept.
John
Of course, we want
Corndog
to win
says.
these.
Thad K. Larry and Fam Chat.
Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. Now, we circle the wagons. We go ahead, go to Minnesota, win. Like, this is a long road trip, guys. What's that, a 6-game road trip? And then after that, we come home on a day-night doubleheader, basically. Not doubleheader, but we go to Milwaukee, play them at 2 o'clock, then come home on Sunday to play Sunday night baseball, and then we got the Dodgers after that. So, guys, right now, this is a stretch. This is the barbecue or mildew part of the season. All right? I'm going to tell you the next 10 games, guys. All right, then I'm going to get off
John
here.
Corndog says, "It was great to see you, Ken."
All right, so Minnesota 3, then Chicago White Sox. These are all playoff contending teams, by the way. Milwaukee 3, then the Dodgers 3. Then we got the Rockies, San Francisco for 1, Washington, then Philly. We gotta sweep Colorado and San Francisco. There need to be a 4-game win streak. Hell, need to be a 6-game win streak. We got Washington coming up too, but they fighting.
I am Ken Ross says, "Good to see you too, John."
All right, we're up out of this thing, man. I'll see you guys for the next game, for the Dream versus the Fever, coming up very soon. As always, peace up, A-Town down. Deuces. Peace.